All right, so this video's been a long time in the making. Did the unboxing review of the Towild 1200 Lumen light, and everything seemed nice about it. Came with the remote. The price seemed good. Chargeability on it, you know, the nice port and everything. And then I put it on the bike, and then I rode around with it, and I rode around with it some more. So I did a little filming, and we'll cover that towards the end of the video so you can see the lumens, how everything works, the different functions. So the way my driveway is set up, I'll set it up for you right now. I have a street light in the back of my driveway. Yeah, weird, but I have a street light there. So there'll be a little bit of street light so you can see how it's going to affect it. So I found I didn't have to use as many lumens when I was on a road or in my driveway that was illuminated by the street light. Once I got to the darkness, I could bump this up. I could do a little more with it. So I did the runtime. I tested it on high. I let it run the whole time on high, 1200 lumens, and it ran for an hour and 35 minutes. So that's not bad. Then the low power indicator came on, and it ran for 12 more minutes, and then it turned off. So all in all, I got an hour and 47 minutes on it. That's not bad. That's literally exactly what Towild says. I have some notes here. At 1200, it's an hour and 45 minutes. So I got 2 minutes more than what they advertised. Don't know how. I guess I cheated. But hey, so hour and 45 minutes on high. So I could run this on high my whole commute to work. I'd have to recharge it to get home in the dark, but I don't ride home in the dark, so that works. Because it was so close on the runtime, I decided not to test the other runtimes because they just get ridiculous. Your 600 lumens is 3 hours. Sure, I could test that. 300 lumens, which is on low, which worked out really nice for the low light condition, or not the low light conditions, I'm sorry, but where I had the street light, so I didn't need a high beam. I could use the low light setting on there. 6.5 hours. So I could ride around on a road that's got street lights for 6.5 hours. 300 is plenty of lumens to see where you're going. You don't want to go necessarily too fast. Some of the hills around here I've hit over 40 miles an hour on, not in the dark, but hey, it's there. So you have the runtime if you need to, and to know that if you're out riding and you get lost, you can actually cut it down and have a lot more runtime. So again, that was pretty impressive. Now on 1200 lumens, it got hot. So this isn't something you want to pick up and you want to hold and use it like a flashlight on 1200 lumens for a good length of time, because it does get hot. I would think riding would possibly cool it off, the air going over it, but it doesn't have any fins or anything to cool it. There's no fan or anything built into it, so it's just going to get hot. But it worked fine. I had no issues with it. Nothing you're going to want to hold, but you can pick it up, you can handle it. It's not so hot like, oh my god, it's going to burn my hands, hot potato. No, you don't have to play hot potato with it. You can hold it loosely. It's just going to be pretty warm. I'm a mechanic, my hands are a little more conditioned to some high heat, so your experiences may vary. So let's see, where else are we on this? The wireless remote. I really like the wireless remote. This was very nice. So it's linked to the light, held onto your bars by an O-ring that comes with it. Nice stretchy O-ring too. I like these. Came with 2 different sizes, and so I have the steady modes. You have the flashing modes. Not a fan of flashing lights, but if you're riding around during the day, I think that's more appropriate because you're not using the light to see, so you don't want that steady light, but you're signaling other people, hey, there's something coming at me. You have a flickering light. So that's a very good idea, especially if you're going to run 300 lumens. You got 6.5 hours to ride around with that strobing light. And it's not a crazy strobe. It's got different patterns you can play with. The lumens, you can change the lumens from the remote. And it's got a flash function. Just like on your car, you got the stalk, you can flash people or just quick, real fast on high. So if you're riding down a hill somewhere, you can just hit that. It's going to flash 1200 lumens. It's going to hold it as long as you're holding that button, and then as soon as you let off, it's back to whatever your setting was. So I found that quite helpful, because there were some sections where I'm coming up to maybe a seam in the road where a bridge is, or something looks a little sketchy. I could quick hit that, and I'm not toggling through the illumination settings anymore. I'm not going from 1200 to 63 to 1200 again. It's just, I could be at 6, boom, flash it, say, okay, that's safe, that's nothing dangerous in the road, or oh, that shadow looked like a pothole that would swallow me whole, and it's just a shadow. So that was really nice. The kit, great kit. I can't speak highly enough of it. I'm very happy with this. This is a really good light. It's got a little heft to it, so if you're riding at night and you're commuting, you're really not being a weight weenie. Buy the light. Don't care about the weight. It clips on and off. Use the Garmin style mount, so you can use any other type of mounts that you can get. Clip this in, you're good to go. I'm probably going to wind up getting a double Garmin mount, so I can mount my cycling computer on the top, mount the Towild light on the bottom, and then if I don't want the light on it, I can take it off, and I still have my cycling computer. So there's a lot of possibilities with this light. It's got the little shroud on it. I found it was pretty easy to aim it. And let's go to some of the film, right? So you can see here, it's dark out. This is looking down my driveway into where it is dark. It's pretty much pitch black right here. If I walk my dog, I need a flashlight to get around here, because I can't see where I'm going. So this 1200 lumens is plenty bright. I've not overdriven or overridden the light, how far it spreads out. It's just works great. I love the 1200 lumen because it leaves nothing to guess. I can ride all the way to work, and 1200 lumens is beautiful. You can see there's the 600, the 300. They cut down pretty good. The 600 is great for riding at night if you were going to ride for a while. If I was to get a flat tire, I would definitely cut back the lumens, because I'm probably going to burn some at 300 fixing the tire, and then I'll probably run 600 the rest of the time and just get back to work. So it's nice having the different options of the different brightness settings. Some of the other lights I've used over the years don't have adjustable brightness settings, so you're pretty much limited to about an hour and a half of run time, and then that's it. So then you have up my driveway. This is the part that's illuminated by the street light. So you can see I don't need as high of a beam. This is using the 600, the 300. You can see some of the 1200, and it just works really nice. It lights it up. You can see where you're going. It just works in conjunction with the street light, so you're not burning as much battery power. You're also not generating as much heat either. So, hey, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for coming, and have a good ride.